Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 76 of Direwolf20's Let's Play. One thing I want to do before I get started too much is place my gravel back in my tunnel bore. A lot of comments last episode that I forgot to put that back in there, so consider it done. Also going to check out this chest cart. You can see a bunch of cool stuff happening here. And the anchor cart is keeping things loaded. In fact, you can see a bunch of little purple particle effects. That's because with Railcraft, it's the F12 key that shows you which chunks are loaded using these purple particle effects when you use a Railcraft chunk loader. So you can see some purple particle effects right around this chunk area right here. That's kind of indicating to you that this chunk is currently being loaded. So yeah, pretty cool. So I'll get that turned off in a few seconds here. But otherwise, looks like it's going along pretty well. Yep, everything's good. So I'm going to let that tunnel bore there do its little thing, start boring into that tunnel. And then I want to get started crafting up a few different items that I might want to get started with. I also probably want to get started with maybe heading off in this direction, if I can get this guy up, Z307. I want to decide where I want this thing to end. Now, of course, I could have, gone ahead and just used my destruction catalyst to clear out that whole tunnel and manually lay the tracks. But number one, I wanted to create the tunnel bore and show it to you guys. And number two, it was going to do it automatically for me while I was waiting. So let's let it come out over to about here. So let's do the following. Let's get out probably our destruction catalyst. I'm just going to place a little torch right about here. I think that's a good spot for it. So there's 307, right? So let's figure out what Y position we need to go to. Should be along here somewhere. Lots of those little annoying creatures, by the way, the Slimers. We're going to have to do something about them as well. And I think this guy is hanging out at 307, right? Yep, Z307. Coordinate systems are good. Y level is 65. So let's go take care of that. 65 is where I want to dig down to, basically. So I'm going to knock this guy off, get out my destruction catalyst, and dig straight down to 65, because I want to try and create a different type of track that I haven't shown you guys, and it's going to be pretty cool as soon as I can find my destruction catalyst, wherever it may have gone to. Should be, there it is. Cool. So let's get down to 65. Never dig straight down, kids. Hey, there we go. That'll work. Sweet. So a bunch of items just got collected. I can probably go clean up my inventory now. But what should happen now is my tunnel bore should break into this cave system at some point and lead to this straight up and down path. Sweet. There's going to be a few other things I'm going to want to do in this age before I get too started here. I definitely want to swing by this area here and build something to get from up there. Hey, what's up, creeper? Right, I made this a brightness age, didn't I? So, let's get rid of him. See you later. Brightness age, as I told you guys, is even in the deepest, darkest cave, it's going to look nice and bright. It'll never look dark. The one downside to this is it's a little tricky to figure out where it's dark enough for mobs to spawn. And considering that we're in an age that's eternal day, there's not going to be many mobs up on the surface, so we're going to find a lot of them down in the caves. It's also part of the reason I think that we're getting so many slime dudes here. I don't think I used caves either, did I? Well, no, I did use caves, didn't I? Maybe. I don't know, I forget. Whatever I made the book do. Anyway, this is a long enough introduction to episode 76, so why don't I get situated with my inventory, clean up all the junk I've got, maybe even place some torches inside here. Temporarily, probably. I'm going to, I think, want to place some other stuff eventually. I could use a torch placer cart from Steve's carts. Maybe I'll get those going in a few. We'll see. But anyway, yeah, I don't actually know how well the cart placer would work. I think it detects the light level. I don't know. I'll be back in a few. Alright guys, I find myself in the Age of Magic. Ooh, love this age. It's a pretty cool place, if I do say so myself. I want to create a bunch more night ore and probably a good amount more nuggets. Grab some gold here out of this chest. I've got some runic essences. I'd like to get a few more of them. I'm going to want a handful of them, I think. I'm feeling like it might be a good idea just to keep a handful of almost every essence type on me. So there's some those guys. Just because it might be cool to be able to, come up with runic essence combinations on the fly. We'll see what comes up. but I want to specifically craft a few things. Maybe at some point I'll even get some kind of logistics pipe system going with this, though I don't know how easy that might be. But for now, I'm going to grab about 10 of you guys and the other 10 of these. Let's do this real quick, get myself some of this, and grab this. And then I'm going to head over here and do the following. First off, let's get some more Nitor. Hooray! You can see it cruising along there, Nitoring its way up. Alright, I'm going to need a bit more of that stuff, I think, if I want to have as many of each of these. Maybe let's do 3 for now. That might be good. 3 of each, so I'm going to need about a little bit more Nitor. Let's grab, what did I have? That ought to do, right? Yeah, that ought to do just fine. We'll drop something on the ground for a minute. As usual, inventory issues. Alright, put you in there and you. While that's happening, pick this stuff back up. I'm only going to go with about 3 of each of the essences, because that's about what I have the resources for. I can always come back for more. And like I said, maybe auto-crafting in the future. I definitely want to try this out. But don't worry, this is not another Thaumcraft episode, as much as I'd, love Thaumcraft, don't get me wrong. But I wanted to craft a few more things. One more I'm going to need. Wasn't sure if I'd counted right. There we go. Alright, let's get some crystals in there. Oops. So yeah, what I'm basically doing is getting myself a bunch of runic essences, because I want to bring them into my railcraft age and use them for defensive purposes. Mwahaha. So I'll be back in the railcraft age with all these runic essences in a few moments. Alright, on my way back to the age of rails. Dun dun! Now, I'm having all kinds of problems with bad guys here, aren't I? That's right, tons of them. So, I'm thinking I should open up my bag of tricks here and come up with Arcane Seal, combining air, fire, and water. So we got some air, fire, and water. That sounds like a good combination. Now, there's quite a few seals from Thaumcraft that will attack things. Yeah, definitely a few. You can even see some of these things flying around right now. Let's go ahead and place down a seal right outside our door. Maybe right above it, because I don't know the exact range of this thing. I honestly haven't tested it too much. But if I combine air, fire, and water, let's see what we get. I'm going to get my good old friend. Where you at, buddy? Crystal ball? There you are. Cool. Air, fire, and water. That'll work. Air. Okay, if we check the crystal ball on that, it emits a weak blast of air that blows items and creatures away. We learned that one before, remember? Air, fire, bum bum bum. This seal hurls crippling bolts of lightning at creatures within range. It just zapped something. Oh yeah, look at it, it's zapping all the little wisps. Let's bump it up with water. This seal hurls incredibly crippling bolts of lightning at creatures within range. Ha! That's pretty cool. Go on, take that, wisps, and stay away. Now, of course, I'm pretty sure that creates an interesting little bit of taint buildup here in this chunk, right? I would imagine. Yeah, a little bit. But, hey, that sounds like a good defensive mechanism. I like the sound of that one. So that's some lightning bolts there to help keep those wisps and, more importantly, the little slimers away. Now, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it says foes, right? There's actually several designations. There's some that say animals, some that say foes, others that say creatures. So I'm assuming that because it says foes, that means it's not going to affect animals. And to test that, let's grab ourselves a pig. Hello, test subject number 7. You're coming with me. Come on, pick up stuff, would you? What am I carrying here? Okay, that's cool. You don't seem to be wanting to be carried too much. Alright, I guess it's just acting a little bit funny in the way that it carries things. You don't carry quite as well as you used to. Oh, I guess I was wrong. It will kill. Alright, so I guess this particular seal will kill pigs. Which is fine by me. I'm not worried about the pigs. Yeah, there's a lot of them, aren't there? Alright, now let's figure out how I want to get from my front door, which is right there, over to here? Good question. And my craft cart here should be zipping along. Oh yeah, look at this. I told you guys it might wind up going over and through there. And look, we've even got some slimers. What's up, guys? I'm going to kill you for now. Sorry. Come on. Pretty darn close to deciding that I want to get out my ring here. Let's do that, maybe. I got so much junk in my inventory already. Yes, let's... Probably going to want to create some kind of railway system that'll protect me while I'm traveling down these tracks, but for now, not too worried. How's that thing doing? Getting close? Nah, he's still got a ways to go until he gets to that big hill. Alright, so give me a few minutes. I want to figure out exactly how I want to get from there to here. I haven't decided yet. Look at that little Slimer just getting killed in the distance, as are the Wisps. That's pretty funny. Look, they're zipping away. Alright, while I'm trying to figure that out, I need an alchemical chest in this age. At least one, just to store some junk. That's not junk, by the way. Come back to me. Store some junk that I pick up while I'm out there watching things die. So for now, that's just going to be my junk storage chest. Not exactly junk per se, of course, but storage nonetheless. Well, you know what I might decide to be fun? Let's break up all this glowstone that we've got here. Nothing too fancy, of course, just grabbing a bunch of it. Not that I don't have enough glowstone laying around back at my base, but it's kind of in my way anyway, so might as well tidy it up. And maybe just make a little archway or something that'll lead to my cool little spot. Let's see what we can come up with. Yeah. I'll be back. Alright, this doesn't look half bad, and if I run out of glowstone, I can always use the, whatchamacallit thingy to make some more. Alright, glowstone laid out. How does this area look? Maybe I want to bump this out a little bit further. If this is the middle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, huh? Alright, I called this thing over here the middle, because it seems to line up pretty well. Yeah, that's a nice entryway, right into here. Whoosh. Cool. And I'm going to have something interesting down there, I'm sure. And let's make it an arch-type structure. Is Dire making the golden arches? Probably. Not bad. Oh yeah, definitely going to need to get out some more stuff. Let's see. I picked up a little bit more glowstone while I was around there, so let's use this friend of mine, the Mercurial Eye. Now remember, it's going to use up the EMC value of the item, so it's going to cost 1536 EMC that's going to get drained out of this little poor Klein star here. But, oh well, we'll have fun nonetheless. Creation mode, please? Rockin'. Yeah, look how quickly that ran out. Oh my. Let's swap it out with our bigger Klein star. That doesn't look half bad, to be honest with you. Now I'm going to get some dirt, get into extension mode. Yeah, that looks cool, doesn't it? So you come down here out of the house, right? And there's all kinds of wisps getting killed. Looks like wisps are the most common thing in this age. They're everywhere. And just zip on straight down here. So it's not perfectly lined up, but that's okay. We can head straight down and whoosh down into that thing. Not bad at all. I like it. Next. Quick jumping into the overworld because I want to recharge both my Klein stars, I guess, while I'm at it. So I'll get the little one charged up first. And then we can put him back in here and get the big guy charged back up too. Yep, burn through a lot of EMC just for fun. Sounds like a good time, doesn't it? See you guys later. I want to check something real quick. Oh yeah, it did do creatures, huh? That's interesting. I want to try something real quick here. Creatures, if I yank this guy off here, water, and switch him up with magic, and then we check out what's going on. At foes within range. Alright. I'm guessing wisps still count as foes, don't they? They seem to. I was trying to get it to not shoot as much. I really only wanted to kill the little slime things, but that's okay. I guess wisps count as foes. Alright, time to clear out some space down here and do a little bit building as well. So let's get our Destruction Catalyst and our Mercurial Eye. And I want this guy to have a nice piece of smooth stone to operate with. I feel like, for whatever reason, smooth stone just sounds like a good thing to build a nice area out of to start my railcraft endeavors. So we'll get our Destruction Catalyst and just clear out... Yeah, that's not what I want to do. Creation mode, transmutation... Oh, look at that, a neat little thingy there. I have to figure out exactly how I want this whole area to look. I haven't decided entirely what I want to have happen yet. Maybe I don't even want this here. Let's see, hang on. Yeah. Maybe I don't need this area to be widened out here. How's my thing doing down here, by the way? Got some more enemies to deal with. Fun times ahead. Let's do this. Where's my Archangel Smite? I think I just shot myself. That's what I get for running too fast. Oh yeah, running low on fuel. Look at you, huh? I'll get some more if I need to. Looks like coal coke doesn't last that long in this thing. How'd I make out, by the way? Oh yeah, all kinds of goodies. Sweet. Alright, let's clean up some stuff. What do you say? Hey, another little slime dude. Alright, got a little something interesting here, I think. Looks nice, I think. We'll see. Waiting for some of the grass to grow that I placed the dirt down before. Another one of these little dudes. I have to figure out some more defenses, probably. But now I got this nice straight down hole that I can jump straight down into. And this is probably going to be my area here. I might push this back a little bit more, because I have a few more things I'd like to do with it. We'll see. But I was also making some smooth stone throughout the whole tunnel. Once this thing's done, I'll do some more. Go on now. Down this way. Thank you. Good job. Gotta put some torches in here. Just 'cause. Remember, it's really hard to tell when you use a bright age where mobs can spawn and where they can't. So just be careful about that. Don't be afraid to bring a few extra torches. And arrows, apparently. Alright, so this is a nice start. Let's dig into the rails here. And, how do I want this all to be laid out exactly? I might want to dig a little bit deeper in here, but we'll find out in a few. I want to go get a cart dispenser. I think I might have some in the overworld. If not, I'll craft some up. I'll meet you guys back over there. Overworld, let's go. Cool. Cart dispensers, perhaps? Do I have any of those? Item and liquid unloaders, but no cart dispensers yet. Alright, let's take a look at how we craft a cart dispenser. Cart dispenser, shown here, is a cart with a dispenser. I feel like I crafted this at some point in the past, but I don't remember. It's been 75 episodes. You know, it's been a little bit. So let's get that crafted up. I'll be back in just a few minutes once I have the resources for the dispenser. Alright, dispenser, as you guys know, is like this. And a cart, as you guys know, I hope by now, is 5, not 3. You know what, I'm going to grab half a stack of iron. I'm going to need a handful anyway. Dispenser plus cart yields cart dispenser. Cool. This is a neat little device. I'm going to craft up a few of these guys. Carts. 3 of them sounds good. And open up the cart dispenser interface, and you'll note that I can't put a whole stack of carts in there at once. I can only put one in at a time. So I can only place 1 cart in each slot, allowing you to hold a total of 3 carts. Perfect. I like the sound of that. The cart dispenser, when it receives a redstone signal, will do exactly what it sounds like it's going to do. It's going to dispense a cart. So we'll bring that into our age. But I'm not done yet in here. I want to get a couple more railcraft type rails. So let's start crafting some up. Let's grab out of here. What do I have rail-wise? Probably going to need at least a few stone rail beds. So let's grab like 6 of those. That sounds like a good plan. And then we'll go from there. Yeah, probably a good idea. I might need to use up this rolling machine just a little bit. There's a lot of rails to craft, and I'll be back in a few once I'm ready. Okay, so I've got these nifty little things here. The next thing I want to grab is some standard rails. Let's grab about a dozen of those. Request, please. A bunch of items should swing down there and get me everything I need. While I'm waiting for that to show up, I want to note to you guys that if you use the Red Power plugin, you get to see all the Red Power stuff in NEI. But there's also a Railcraft plugin you can download. It's real easy. Just download it, add it to your mods folder. You don't need any block IDs or anything. You can get the Railcraft plugin from Chicken Bones mod, the same place where you download NEI itself, and you can see the rolling machine recipes, as well as the recipes for stuff you can create like coal coke. You can see it's created in the coke oven. So it's just a little add-on there to let you check out the recipes of some of that stuff. But we definitely want to check out all the tracks that are available here, and you can see I'm collecting a bunch of goodies. There's the 12 standard rails I wanted. Now you'll note that standard rails are all well and good. You've seen me craft them, but I want to get some advanced rails, which require standard rails, redstone, and gold. Not a problem. I do have this nifty little ender pouch here that I can pull items out of. So let's grab just a handful of gold and some redstone and throw that into the rolling machine. So in order to get some powered track, I'm going to need about 6 advanced rails. Now, do I have any of that already by chance? Because you know me, I always go to craft something and forget that I have it. Oh, I have some advanced rails. Cool. Alright, let's put some items away real quick. I gotta clean up my inventory. Alright, looks like I already have some powered track, which is good. So I'm gonna skip that. I have enough for now. I'm probably gonna need more eventually. I'm gonna need a lot of tracks for a lot of different things. But one thing I want to get is a boarding track or a holding track. Probably the boarding track, which is a pretty neat guy. So in order to get some boarding tracks, I'm going to need 6 advanced rails, a redstone, pressure plate, and rail bed. Alright, that's why I grabbed this guy. Stone pressure plate, not in a crafting table, am I? One of the tricky things about using that little recipe there is it always looks like you're in a crafting table. It's hard to tell with the rolling machine having the same layout, but no big deal. Ta-da! Got the boarding track, one of my favorites. Probably going to want a couple other items, but for now this will at least get me started in my little career of playing and building a roller coaster. So let's make sure I've got on me some red alloy wiring. If not, I need to get some more. I don't think I have a ton. Might have used the last of it actually earlier in the Mistcraft age. Oh, I have a holding track though, that's cool. Alright, I'll be back in a few once I cook up some more of the red alloy wiring. Well, it definitely looks like this thing has made some serious progress in laying down its tracks. Yeah, I'm liking it. Let me see where I need him to go to anyway. And then I'm going to start building this entry ramp thing. Oh, he's still got a bit of a distance to go, doesn't he? Yep. Alright, I'm probably going to have to get him more fuel. Not a problem, though. I can handle it. He needs to get up to 146, it looks like. Not too far to go, honestly. Let's get about a stack of coal in there, courtesy of my little bag here. Oh, look, it's running again. Sweet. Alright, now let's set up the dispenser with the carts. Yoink. So what I want to do here, and I'm trying to consider exactly how I want this to work. I want to fall down, but I don't think I really want to fall directly on top of the track. I want to fall, like, a little bit further. So let's consider moving this back some. Alright, so what I'd like to see is probably just a dispenser here with, I don't know if I want it to be back there. Maybe I want it to be even further back. Maybe right here. That looks cool. And in front of that, I want my powered track, like that. And I want the powered track not to be connected to power just yet. And then I want probably right in the center of this area, so right here maybe, to be my holding track thingy. Now, the way this boarding track works, boarding track, not holding track, that's interesting. Did I put the wrong one down? Yeah. That's just a regular powered track. This guy actually has an arrow on it which faces the direction of the that you want the cart to travel. Now, this is different from the holding track, which has 2 arrows on it, in that this thing will always send your cart off in that direction, where the holding track will hold the cart and then let it continue along the path it was coming. So if a cart came down this way, it would continue along this path if it was a holding track. But since it's a boarding track, if a cart comes down this way, it's going to stop here and then go back that direction in the arrow, the direction of the arrow. You can use a crowbar to change it, but I think we're in good shape. We're going to want just a regular old track to go right here. That looks cool. I'm going to go get a... Nah, I think I have enough. I'm good. So these guys are all in good shape. I'm probably going to want a button press right here that's going to actually call for my cart. So let's set that up with some red alloy wiring. Get out of here. Alright, so red alloy wiring can zipper along straight to here. Now let's see what happens if, where'd you guys come from? I have to get a roof on this place at some point. Don't worry, I will. Probably made of glass. Let's get a button on here and see how that works. Probably right here, like I said. Ta-da! Sweet. So now all I gotta do is place carts in there, and what should happen is I push the button. Hey, you're supposed to spit a cart out in my direction, you know that? The cart dispenser, by the way, will receive the cart back again. Alright, I got an idea then. Probably maybe try a redstone signal that's static underneath. Let's give it a shot. Redstone torch. Will that be better? I expected you to, like, go, like that kind of, but you're not. Alright, I can fix that, I think. Let's do this. I'm going to place another powered cart track right here, because the way these carts work in vanilla Minecraft, here's something I do kind of know, believe it or not. And we'll get this guy, let's get our crowbar out, is that powered tracks, the cart has to be up against a block, and I thought that the dispenser would count as a block and cause it to push off forward, but I guess it's not. So now can the crowbar here get reoriented? Yeah, that's what I want to see. Ta-da! So now we should be able to do this. Pick this guy back up, get this guy out of here, and put him up here like that. No, like that to that. Get this off. Cool. Take this torch away, and now let's try it out. Make sure you have your carts in there. It's facing down. Go. See? Exactly what I wanted to see happen. Perfect. Now it'll just sit there and wait for me to get in. Hey, it's not going anywhere. Don't worry, I have a solution for that too. Part of Railcraft are a bunch of blocks called detectors, and you can see a lot of them here. You've got the detector for storage, which emits a redstone signal whenever it detects a cart on top of this block that has a storage component. This guy will detect any kind of cart, an empty cart, a mob cart, powered player. Hey, that's what I want. Detector player. I just need a pressure plate surrounded by stone slabs. Cool. That should be easy enough. I can do that right now, actually. So a bunch of stone slabs and a pressure plate. There we go, detector player. And what this thing is going to do is it should emit a redstone signal whenever it detects a cart above it with a player inside. Alright, back to the Age of Rails with that guy. So if I place that detector player cart, I don't know, right above the holding rail, ta-da, facing up, of course, and I'm sure you can rearrange this a little bit if you want to with this crowbar. Let's get this guy sealed back up. What it should do now is it'll hold the cart there until I get in. Whoosh, and away I go. And slowing down, slowing down, slowing down. Actually got a pretty good boost off that thing. Not bad at all. Still going. Kind of enjoying this. Wow, I go pretty far, actually. Alright, how you doing, by the way, buddy? Running low on fuel, but where's your length at? 148? We should be really close, actually. We're going to break through any minute now. Cool. Hey, woot! My train track actually went further than I expected him to, so let's get this stuff picked up real quick. I want to get all these items back, get the head, pick my big old rail thingy up. Oh yeah, full inventory as usual. Let's just store all our rails for the time being directly in here. It's not usually what I use this for, but what I'll actually probably also do is grab this guy and get the rails out of him. Just these two. I'll leave the advanced detector in there for now. Ooh, I already had a cart dispenser. See? I knew I had a cart dispenser from somewhere. You guys are probably yelling at me the whole time. Sorry. Like I said, it's hard to keep track of all these items. Alright, we have a chest cart full of junk. Cool. Another chest cart that never really got used, and this guy, we'll put them away for now. I'll deal with that chest cart full of junk, probably off camera. It's just a bunch of items I might just do away with. We'll see. So for now, what I want to do is pick up all the extra rails that I... Whoa, creeper, how's it going? Sneaking up on me. Bad creeper. Pick up all my rails, and light up this room, and then I'll be back in a few. Alright, looks pretty cool. So here's where the cart will go ahead, and I need to get him straight up and down. Now, I'm probably not going to get to that this episode, but there is a rail that's going to help me out, or a track, I guess you could call it. That's the elevator track. Just requires a bunch of iron and redstone. Well, yep, maybe I can get to that real quick this episode before wrapping up. I should have the resources for that, don't I? Don't even need to go and use the roller at all. So let's get a handful of iron and some redstone. That ought to be enough. Yep, and craft it up real quick. Elevator rails, huh? Sounds cool to me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 32 should be enough. If I need more, I can come back to my crafting table. Let's set up the elevator rail. Now, what this guy should do is actually act like an... Wrong thing. Heh, whoops. Act like an elevator. Ta-da! Or it's going to go right up like that. And I should probably do something. I didn't want to have mobs in here. Remember what I said about brightness ages and how it's tricky darkness? Makes you think you're safe when you're not. Alright, so, straight up we go. And I believe all we need for this elevator rail to get activated is a redstone signal. Oh yeah, I need more. Just a little bit though. We'll go with 2. Even though I don't need quite that many, I want to have a few extra. Yeah, I know. Noob. And neat, they actually kind of work like ladders. Nice. Alright, so let's give it a try with our little cart here. We definitely need a redstone signal. For that, I'm going to use a lever on the back here. Should have a lever in one of my bags. Levers, anyone? There we go. You don't transmit your power along the rails? What are you doing? I gotta power the whole thing? Alright, I guess I can handle that. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. I'll be back in a minute. I feel like a long-range mining laser ought to be the perfect thing to take care of the situation. Just want a nice and centered block shot. Good enough for me. Let's go. Whoosh. Oh yeah, that definitely got me straight up to the sky. Then what I'll use is a bunch of red alloy wiring. That ought to work. Should actually work pretty well. Except for the part where it's a little tricky to place red alloy wire in the same block that you're in. There we go. Red alloy wire all the way down. Get this thing off of here. One more. Beautiful. Alright, let's give it a shot, and then it's about time to wrap up, I think. So, come over here, and we press the button. Whoosh. Out comes my little minecart, and away we go. Going kind of slow, but don't worry, I have plans for that too. Get out of my way, bad guys. Alright, let me try that again. Put this thing back. Get the cart, and I have another idea on how I might want the cart to come out. We'll see. Hooray, items. Now, hopefully this thing has enough momentum to get me up to the elevator rail. I think it seems like it does. Cool. Am I going to get all the way up there? Whoosh! Straight up the elevator rail. Nice speed, too. And then I'm stuck because I have nowhere to go. But don't worry, I'm going to come back next episode and come up with somewhere to go. Alright guys, this is Direwolf20 signing off on episode 76 of Direwolf20's Let's Play. Once again, I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll be back next time to play a little bit more. Take it easy, everyone.